Good evening, everyone. CA Foundation students, those who are writing mock exams of BRICS Academy from tomorrow, this is exclusively for you. If in case other students who are watching this, yes, fine, no issues. If in case you think that this is going to be useful, we'll continue watching. And most importantly, CA Foundation, this law paper is a little tricky paper. I mean, just because you know English, you can't answer. And just because you understood concept also, you can't answer. The reason being, you should know the pattern of answering, the model of answering, because there is no definite format. Exactly, this is how answer has to be. That is how answer has to be. But there is a basic, what you call guidance given by institute. Institute has given a clear guidance. They have given so many suggested answers, so many model papers, so many previous question papers. A lot of resources are available on ICA website. But only thing is, student has to come to a conclusion. Maybe apparently as it is, you can't copy paste the answers. But I'm telling you, when institute itself has given that this is the model of giving answers, then obviously we have to follow. And you can't go by anybody's opinion saying that no, this is not. So institute has already given a model. So I want to tell you quickly in just 10 minutes how to answer law CA Foundation law paper. CA Foundation law paper. Okay, look here. So let us solve two questions in this video. These two questions will help you to answer, especially the students of BRICS Academy who are writing mock exams from tomorrow for December attempt. It will help you, and other students also. Please follow this channel. You will get to know some revision classes. This is Babu Raipudi, Director of BRICS Academy, Bangalore. I'm reading the first question. CA Foundation Law Paper, first question, everybody. Okay. Sheetal was a classical dancer. She entered into an agreement with Sharath Vidya Mandir for 50 dance performances. She agreed to perform. Okay. As per the contract, she was supposed to perform every weekend and she will be paid per performance almost how much? 8,000 rupees. She will be paid how much? 8,000 rupees. Understand the question. So first important thing is, step by you don't read the entire question and start analyzing. First, you have to start understanding every line when you start reading only. That is more important. As per the contract, okay. However, after a month, she was absent. After a month, she was absent. She could not go due to her personal reasons. Answer the following questions as per the Indian Contract Act. So he's clearly saying answer the following questions as per the Indian Contract Act. Some students keep coming to me and telling me, sir, do we need to write sections? Since he's asked, it is a law subject. Every subject has its own style of presentation. Since it is a law subject, my sincere advice, my advice, being a teacher in this field for the past 25 years, I'm telling you, go by the institute guidance always, because institute is not a dumb to give you just like that, do this. Okay, when they tell you that this is the model, they definitely expect a student to write the answers in that way. So how can we deviate from this? Just because you can't remember sections does not mean you should avoid. Nobody knows how many marks they will cut if in case you don't write the section. Different people like me or anybody keep analyzing, oh, this is how they cut, but this is the model answer given by ICI. Institute has given this answer. So let us follow it simply. If in case you're not able to follow, maybe they won't cancel the entire answer, but there's every possibility in law, they expect you to write the provision, section especially. It's very important. Then first question you see. So they're asking very clearly as per the Indian contract. Again, you don't start the answer as per the Indian Contract Act. This is a solution. Whenever question is like this, first important thing is you have to establish what exactly is the concept given there. Once you understand the concept, then you have to come to a conclusion. What is the solution? However, you're not supposed to start the answer with the solution. You have to first explain the concept, whatever you derived from the question. If in case this, so first of all, here there is a contract entered and she could not perform. What is the question? Let's see. Based on the question, we can understand what exactly is this. Whether management of so and so has a right to terminate, can they terminate the contract? Next one, if the management has informed if the management informed Sheetal about its continuous, means they have decided, okay, boss, we are still there in the contract, we would like to continue. Can the management still cancel? Rescind means cancel the contract after a month. That means once they confirm, can they again cancel? Can this Vidyamandir claim damages if it has suffered loss because of the breach of contract? So clearly, question is very simple. Can they cancel the contract? Second one, after giving an indication to her, can they again cancel the contract? If in case they don't want to cancel or they want to cancel whatever, can they claim damages? So question is for 4 marks. This question is for 4 marks. 3 questions are given. So maybe the middle question, they can give you 2 questions, remaining 2 questions can be 1 each. Possibilities there, right? Now my answer, you see, my answer in the sense, the answer which is given by ICA, I'm explaining. So whenever first step number 1, whenever question is given, first come to a conclusion after reading the question, what exactly is the concept involved. Then quickly you have to come to a conclusion. Okay, this is the provision, this is the section, this is the concept. Then the first paragraph, every practical question, you have to begin with the provision in that act, start writing with the section. Explain the concept briefly in your own language or legal language, whichever you understood the concept. You must have taken a coaching, you must have heard so many classes, you must have written so many exams. First, write the first paragraph, always start presenting the concept. Maybe some students, what do they do immediately? They will start first question and say, yeah, they can write. Obviously, they can write, they can cancel the contract. Then the second point, immediately second point, there is yes, they have already informed they can't do it. Don't be very casual in giving law answers. So you have to be there expecting something from you. You're not reading a normal graduation or anything. You are reading a professional course. You will be dealing with so many clients in this professional language. So you got to develop. That is what institute is expecting from you. When institute is expecting this kind of maturity in your answers, you have to show up. If in case you don't know, you have to learn and start. That is what is the practice. This is an extraordinary qualification. You can't just take it light and present something and expect results. Afterward, blame everybody around you. That is not possible, please. Respect this qualification, respect the standard of this qualification, and accordingly try to improve your standard of answers. That is very important, right? So what is the question here? Section 39 of Indian, when the party to contract has refused to perform, partly or whatever, the affected party can do. Section 39 of Indian Contract Act clearly states if a party has agreed to do something and that party is not able to do something because of any reason, the affected party has every right to cancel the contract unless they are still interested in the contract. If in case affected party has clearly confirmed to the other party that we are still interested in the contract, etc., then okay. Otherwise, they have every right to cancel the contract. And section 40 says promisee shall be required to perform personally if there is an intention of the parties. That means if in case promise has to be performed, if in case contract nature is personal contract, what is the contract nature? See carefully. The contract nature, dance performance. So if X agreed to dance at a function, you think X sister can go and dance? It is a person. If being a teacher, I agreed to take a tuition to you, how will I send my brother? How will I send somebody else? Because you and I had an agreement. My contract nature of teaching is basically personal contract. So if the party's intention is that it is a personal contract, usually personal contracts like dancing, teaching, understood, acting, these kind of contracts are supposed to be performed promisor personally. Understood? That is one. So here, first paragraph is as per section 39, affected party can definitely cancel the contract unless that party has signified to the other party that he is interested in the contract. And if in case it is a personal contract, it has to be performed by promisor only. That depends on the intention. Next concept, section 45, a person who rightfully cancels means rescinds the contract entitled for. So section 20, so see, 3 sections are involved. I'm not saying you have to write all the 3 sections. I'm pretty sure some of you might not be able to remember, but work on main concept sections, please. Main concept sections. So this is a rescinding of contract, recession of contract and performance of contract. We have studied in the textbook also very clearly. They started explaining that with the help of sections. Yes or no? So you have to start reading it. So what is the section 39 clearly states that if in case a person has not performed the contract, the other party has every right to cancel the contract unless they showed their interest to continue. And if in case the contract is, section 40 says, if in case the contract is personal in nature, it has to be performed by promisor, depending on the intention of the party. Section 75, which talks about damages, says a party who's affected and who rightfully resents, this paragraph clearly says if in case the affected party has decided to cancel the contract, then after cancellation, the next effect, when I was explaining regular classes, I told most of my students, I'm telling you, if you really want to claim damages, first important step usually you do is you will cancel the contract. Yes, finished. That is the so questions like this always explain first concept. And if you remember the sections, you write the sections. If in case you don't remember the sections, still for your satisfaction, institute satisfaction, explain the concept, what you have understood. But preferably, if you could present your answer in the first paragraph with the section, definitely it will add a lot of value. Understood? Yes. Next one. Therefore, in the insert, so 3 questions they're asking, go by the questions. Next one, once you write the concept in introduction lesson, go by the questions that were asked. Go by the, what is the first question? Can they cancel? Answer straight that only. Second one is what? If in case they've already agreed, can they again cancel? Answer that straightly. Next one is what? Can they claim damages? Yes. So section 7, we already explained in the concept that you're not saying in the first paragraph they can claim damages. You're only saying that according to so and so they can claim damages. Then go according to the question. When you start answering questions, you always go by the questions that are asked. Don't write what you understood, please. And you are not supposed to conclude until the end of the answer whether answer is this or not. So first paragraph, when you explain the concept, number of lines will be more. Second paragraph, you have to explain the case, exactly what happened in the case. Third one, you have to conclude finally. If the question is like this, since questions are very clear, start answering them. So could have put point number 1, it says what? Sheetal could not perform the contract, then they have every right to cancel the contract. We already gave a concept that affected party can cancel the contract, finish. You substantiated, clear? Next, second situation, if management has informed that they want to continue the contract, then how can they cancel it? This is like common sense only. It is not law sense. This is like common sense only. Understood? You already affirmed. When you already affirmed and you are willing to cancel contract again, it is not possible. All right. Next one, can they claim damage? Obviously, if they can prove that they have suffered a damage, we studied types of damages there in that section. Remedies for breach of contract, one lesson is there in Contract Act. There we studied very clearly what are the damages: ordinary damages, nominal damages, vindictive damages. Finished. Your answer is done. So why do you hover around so and so? Whenever question is given, read the case, understand the case, find out what exactly is the concept connected in that, put the answer in the first paragraph about the concept, then next paragraph explain what happened in the case, finally answer what is asked. Don't answer what you understood, etc. Right? Look at the next one more question. Let's see. It's about minor case, because this kind of questions mostly, because I keep before exam I keep posting all the videos like this in economics and law. Make sure you go through. I'm also coming up with very nice book for economics, because I have a track record of making students to score 98 to 100 marks in economics. That book will be ready mostly in 10 days. You just go through that, you crack 90 marks, it's done. You're done. Because in CA Foundation, if you could score in economics and BCK 80 marks, trust me, even if in other subjects, if you could score, if you are able to score 40, 42 also, I will make you pass in this paper, foundation. Because since economics BCK is a little easier compared to other one, but you need to understand how examiner is going to test you. All right. Now look at the next one. Paridhi, a minor falsely representing her age, enters into a contract with an authorized laptop dealer, Mr. Mittal, owner MP Laptops, for purchase of laptop, which is on credit 60,000 on 1st August 2022. She promised to pay back outstanding amount at an interest of 16% per annum by 31st July 2023. She told him that in case she won't be able to pay the outstanding amount, her father, Mr. Ram, will pay back on herself. So this, until now, these points, if you see, minor. Generally, Contract Act clearly says under section 10 and 11, competency is explained. One of the essential element is what? Capacity to contract. No. One of the essence, section 11 clearly talks about capacity, right? Capacity of the contract. Are sir, minor agreements so void from the beginning. Minor cannot enter into contract. Agar if in case minor has entered into contract also, neither minor nor major can enforce the contract against each other. We already had studied. That is a basic thing. Second important thing, father, she says, my father will pay. Now the question comes whether parents and guardians are liable for the acts of the minor. That is one question is arising here. Next one, laptop. Another thing is laptop. See how you have to think. Laptop. Sir, laptop. So there are some situations where minor agreements are valid. Minor agreements are valid when anybody has supplied life necessaries to minor. Such agreements are going to be valid. In such case, minor has to reimburse. But however, in such case also, minor is not personally liable. Minor's estate is liable. Oh my God, so many concepts. See there now, laptop, first of all, essential. From after 2000 lockdown case, but it is essential now. But what is the question we have to go? Let us analyze like this. Next one, she promised to pay back with interest. That too, she said, if I'm not able to pay, my father will pay. So the question comes whether parents are liable for the acts of the minor or not. Quick reading, grasp, you have to grasp very fast. Otherwise, second level, final level also is final anyway. In the new syllabus, law is not there in online modules, but second level will face problem. Then after 1 year, when Paridi was asked to pay the outstanding amount with interest, she refused to pay the amount and told the owner that she's a minor and now he can't recover. Oh my God. She was like, uncle, I'm a minor. This concept tells us what? No estoppel against minor. Concept. No estoppel against minor. It says what? One of the rule of a minor agreements is what? If in case minor had falsely represented herself as a major, later on she tries to prove that she's a minor. Nobody can stop him, which is called no estoppel on the minor. One more rule is also there: no ratification, which means agreements entered by minor when agreement entered by minor when he or she was a minor, such agreements cannot be continued after attaining the age of majority. No estoppel against minor. That means nobody can stop minor when he tries to prove that he's a minor, and minor agreements cannot be continued after attaining the age of majority. Parents and guardians are not liable. So many concepts you have to solve. These things, how do I remember? How do you remember? Simple. In contract act mein, minor capacity to contract lesson mein, you have got all the rules related to minors. 16, 17 rules are there. Bhaiya, you go through. Bhaiyas and girls, you go through. Understand, this is what is called having grip. When you have this grip, yes, you ask any CAs, they have done a lot of hard work. It is not that easy. Just like that, before exam, you read all night and become CA. No, it is not possible. You have to focus on the concept and you have to start reading from the day one. Now also, don't worry, December 31st exam, yeah, still we have time. We understood some basic concepts. Abhi to time hai, we can still crack it. But understand, guidance is more important. That is the objective. I'm not giving you entire concept here. I'm only trying to speak to students who already understood concept. Now, because she will be a major on 1st January 2005, whenever she will become a major, let us not worry. Agreements entered by minor during her or his minority cannot be ratified after attaining the age of majority. Finish. 1 day difference also. That is law. Then it says ratified. Explain which of the following ways Mittal will succeed in recovering the answer. This fellow has become a bakara, then we have to study whether this fellow can recover or not. Aram se, when you try to answer questions in professional courses, whether CA, CMA, CS, whatever, when you try to answer this kind of questions, please come to a conclusion what exactly is the concept. So it is about recovery of money. Means, can he recover in the sense, since starting sentence itself, it clearly says the Sheetal is a minor, then minor agreements rules we have to remember. Let us look at the first case quickly. By filing a case against Paridi, a minor, for recovering, one question: can he recover anything? Next, by filing a case against Mr. Ram, father of Paridi, Next, by filing a case against Paridi, a minor recover outstanding. Oh my God. One is to recover outstanding amount. Second thing is after attaining the age of majority. All gone cases, right? If you look at it, look at the answer. First concept, what you have to do? As per section 11, capacity to contract is there. Minor is not competent to enter into contract. So any agreement that is entered by minor in a very informal language, whatever language, that to English language, if you could, please present it in that way. Agreement as per section 11, capacity to contract, no 3 points as unsound mind person, minor, disqualified persons, 3 people are there in that section, right? Say minor agreement is void from the beginning, void ab initio. By following the above provision, Mr. Whittle will not succeed, gone, because she's a minor. Second question is what? Second question, mein minor rules mein what did we study? Parents and guardians are also not liable. Only under one circumstances, parents and guardians might be liable if minor could prove that he is an agent of them. Understood? That is that point I explained here. So Mr. Mittal will not succeed in recovering this also from her father. Next one, no ratification. This sentence is an agreement entered by minor during her or his minority cannot be continued after attaining the age of majority. That's what. So therefore, in this case, Mittal uncle will not be succeeding. Straight to the point. Explain the concept, start hammering the answers, whatever question that is asked. So most important, see one section only involved here, capacity to contract section. That is a major section, Bhaiya. If in case you are reading this law, if you don't remember main section only, you did not read law only. Understood? All the very best.